Well, good morning. This is Kent Blay. Excuse me. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you this morning from my upstairs bedroom in North Carolina, but I will be presenting to you a continued play of the Dumpster Fire Invitational that we are now into the second round in this tournament, and we're excited to be continuing on. I just put up second round in the description because we're going to decide right now what game we are going to be diving into as we look at the schedule for today. On the schedule for today, we have three out of four games are elimination games, possibly for these teams, because it is a best of fives and some of these teams are down 2-0. So for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Houston Astros, and the Philadelphia Phillies, they must win today or go home. So it is out of one of those games we're going to jump into. We watched and played the last game, the Mets-Dodgers, so we won't be going back to them. Let's jump into the Houston-Seattle game, because that one is intriguing to me, because Houston is the number one seed, and they are again down in this tournament. They just squeaked by in round number one. It was a 5-game series. It went all 5 games. So we will autoplay the others. So let's go ahead and autoplay St. Louis, San Francisco, since it's 1-1. There won't be the intrigue yet. So St. Louis takes that one 5-1. Oh no, that jumped back to Monday's game. It does that for some reason. Let's see. San Francisco won that one 3-2 in 12 innings. So it went into extra innings. Now San Francisco leads that one 2-1. Let's go to Philadelphia, Minnesota. And someone's possibly going to be bounced out of this one, as Minnesota beats Philadelphia 15-9, and Minnesota sweeps that series, and they go on to the next round. Now, Dodgers-Mets, and the Dodgers could be going home. Let's take a look at this one. And the Dodgers win huge to stay in this one. They just trounce the Mets 12-0 on 14 hits. Bert Hooton, the winning pitcher in that one. Coble took a pounding. So now we go to today's game, the one we'll be playing and going into, the Houston Astros on the brink of elimination against the Seattle Mariners. Going to get our lineup set. That's computer-generated lineups.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we invite you to rise and please sing as John Kiley plays our national anthem.
We Play Radio is live from Seattle, top of the first.
So we're in Seattle with the Astros on the verge of elimination. Let me do one thing here before we get started. Over here. There we go. Now we're ready to get started. Again, pitching for Seattle will be Rick Honeycutt. Honeycutt on the season was 11-12, 11 wins, 12 losses with a 4.04 ERA. Terry Puel steps up for the Houston Astros. He will lead off. Batting second, Craig Reynolds. Batting third at first, Cesar Cedeno. Leonard in right field will be cleanup. Enos Cabell batting fifth. Jose Cruz in left field batting sixth. Art Howe batting seventh. Alan Ashby, the catcher, batting eighth. And pitching for the Astros today, Joe Niekro. Terry Puel steps to the plate for the tournament. He's batting .310 with no runs batted in. During the season, he batted .287. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. As Puel digs in, hits a sharp grounder to third base. Actually, it's a bunt down the third base line. There'll be a fielder's rating against Stein. And it is a bunt single, as it was a low roll. That roll needed to be above the 3 range. So Puel lays down a bunt single, and we have one on with no outs here first. In the first. Houston looking to get anything going to keep themselves in this tournament. Craig Reynolds stepping to the plate. Reynolds batting .222 for the tournament, below his season average of .265. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. It's hit sharply to second, but Cruz stabs it out of the air as the line drive is knocked down by Cruz for out number 1.
1 out, man on first.
That'll bring Cesar Cedeno to the plate with a runner on first. Puel staying close to the bag. Cedeno struggling during this tournament, batting .179 with 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. He hits it down to first. Bruce Botke over to second.
No runs.
Back to
1
first.
hit and none left on.
For the 3-4-3 double play, and that'll close out the top half of the first. Again, pitching for the visiting the home team Astro, is Joe Niekro. Niekro on the season was 21-11 with a 3.00 ERA. He has pitched 12 innings in this tournament, allowing 8 hits, 3 runs, with 3 strikeouts, with a 1.46 ERA during this tournament. So Niekro toes the rubber as Julio Cruz steps in. Cruz batting .391 for the tournament. Here's the pitch to Cruz. It's hit sharply to first. Cesar Cedeno up with it. Steps on the bag for the 3
1 out,
unassisted.
base is empty.
That will bring Rupert Jones to the plate. Rupert Jones batting .316 with 5 RBIs during this tournament as Alan Ashby gives the signal. Niekro toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. It's a ballpark effect. It's lifted into right field and left field. Played easily by Cruz for out number 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
As Bruce Botke comes to the plate, Botke is batting .400 during this tournament with 2 RBIs and a home run. Here's the pitch from Niekro. Sits sharply to Howe at second base. Up with it with the 4-3 put
They go
out.
down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
That's 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first. We go to the
Top
second
of the second.
with our score knotted at 0. That'll bring Jeffrey Leonard to the plate. Leonard, for this tournament, batting .308 with 3 home runs. 3 RBIs, excuse me. My wording is off this morning. I got to clear my head. Here's a pitch from Honeycutt. And he puts Leonard on with a free pass as he walks down to first.
No outs, man on first.
Man on first. Cabell to the plate. Cabell batting .269 during this tournament. Right at his season average of .272. As Honeycutt glances over at first. Here's the pitch. And it's a line out to left field. Meyer, step over, makes the play easily for out number 1.
Man on first.
That holds Leonard at first. As Jose Cruz steps to the plate. Cruz batting .400 for the tournament with 5 RBIs and a home run. Honeycutt brings it. And he walks Cruz. As Honeycutt's a bit wild in this one. As we have runners on first and second.
On first and second.
That's the second walk issued by Honeycutt this inning. Art Howe to the plate. Here's the pitch. Howe hits it to second. It's off his glove. Too sharply hit to field. And so with 1 out, we have the bases juiced.
1 out, bases loaded.
As Alan Ashby steps to the plate. Ashby batting .167 for the tournament with 1 RBI. Rick Honeycutt looking to pitch himself out of this situation. The infield at double play depth as the pitch comes to Ashby. And he strikes him out. Just what Honeycutt needed in this situation to get him out of this jam.
Bases loaded.
That'll bring Joe Niekro to the plate. Niekro batted a anemic 120 for the season as a pitcher with 83 at-bats. Honeycutt bearing down on his counterpart. And here's the pitch. All right, with men on, we have a base action roll here. This will be interesting. It's a wild pitch. Possible wild pitch, excuse me. We got to check against Honeycutt's rating. And great play by the catcher to keep that one from going to the backstop.
2 outs, bases loaded.
As Joe Niekro digs back in, here's the pitch. That got a bit interesting. And it's a single by Niekro to center field. Now that was unexpected. And the third base coach is looking to wave Jose Cruz in. And there he is. So that will score 2. Joe Niekro helps his own cause by driving in 2 runs himself as the Astros go up 2-0. I'll bring Terry Puel to the plate. Puel laid down a bunt for a single his first time up. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Puel. It's a line out to left field. Meyer makes the play.
2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
But not after 2 runs come across. So we go to the second.
Bottom of the second.
Excuse me, bottom of the second. Joe Necro toes the rubber. Leon Roberts steps to the plate. Roberts batting .250 on the tournament. Here's the pitch to Roberts. Hit sharply to Howe at second. Over to first for the 4-3 putout.
One out, base is empty.
That will bring Dan Meyer to the plate. Meyer with a strong tournament so far, batting .556 with 5 RBIs and 2 home runs. Can he continue this hot streak as Necro brings the pitch? And he walks Meyer with a free pass, other than pitching to him and giving him anything good to hit.
One out, man on first.
Meyer looks to steal. It's a steal attempt. He'll roll against Ashby's defense. And he is caught stealing, as the roll was a 3. It needed to be higher than that 3. So Alan Ashby guns down Meyer as he tries to steal.
2 outs, base is empty.
So now we have 2 outs with no one on, and Bill Stein coming to the plate. Stein 3 for 4 during this tournament with a home run and 2 RBIs, batting at .750. Here's the pitch to Stein. Ground ball to third. Cabell up with it, over to first. The
No
5-3
runs,
putout.
no hits, and none left on. Top of the third.
So we go to the top of the third with Houston up 2-0, and Craig Reynolds coming to the plate. Reynolds lined out to second his first time up. Rick Honeycutt with the pitch. Hit sharply to second. I need to wait for the description before I hit sharply to second when it says he bunted it down the line. And we'll check this. And he is out, as it's not bunted well enough as they
1 out, base is empty.
get him at first. That'll bring up Cesar Cedeno. Struggling to get the bat going during this tournament. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. All right, this is looking good as it is hit well by Cedeno. It is hit hard, and it is off the wall. It just missed clearing the outfield wall. I had a 5 out of 6 chance for a home run, and he rolls the 1. So, but with 1 out, Cedeno is on first as he bangs it off the wall in right field. That'll bring up Jeffrey Leonard. But first, a steal attempt by Cedeno. And he is on second as Cedeno steals second. Puts himself in scoring position.
Man on second.
For Leonard. Leonard batting .308. He walked his first appearance up as Honeycutt brings the pitch. It's hit sharply to Stein. Over to first. That will hold Cedeno at second.
2 outs, man on second.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Enos Cabell, who lined out to left field his first time up. Cedeno will be running on contact. Here is the pitch. It's hit to Stein again, but there's a possible error on Stein. And it is an error. It'll move Cedeno over to third, and Cabell will be on first with the E5.
2 outs, men on first and third.
So we now have runners on the corners with Jose Cruz coming to the plate. Cruz was walked his first time, and he will look to steal second to try to get the throw. And it is a stolen base. Now we have runners on second and third.
2 outs, men on second and third.
And Cruz looking to drive them in. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt, looking to get out of this jam. It's a short fly ball to left field.
No runs,
Meyer underneath
1 hit,
it.
1 error.
That will leave
2 left on.
2 stranded in scoring position as Meyer squeezes
Bottom
it
of the
for out
third.
3. As we go to the bottom of the third, Larry Cox steps to the plate with 7 RBIs during this tournament. Here's the pitch to Cox. He flies it out to right field. Leonard underneath it for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
That will bring Mario Mendoza to the plate, batting .263 during this tournament. Here's the pitch by Necro. Necro pitching well. And it's hit into left field. It's carrying, but not enough as Cruz settles underneath it for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
As Honeycutt comes to the plate. Not used to swinging the bat at all. So we'll just see what kind of mystery this is. Yes, here's the pitch to Honeycutt. It's a tapper to the pitcher. Necro up with it over
An
to
easy inning to
first.
score. 1, 2, 3.
With a 1-3 put out.
Top of the fourth.
As we go to the fourth. And Art Howe coming to the plate. Singled his last time up. Honeycutt with the pitch. It's a deep fly into left field. Myers settles underneath it for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
Now let Ashby step into the plate. 160 average during this tournament. Not known for his bat, more for his defense. Here's the pitch to Ashby. It's hit into right field. It's a looping drive. Can Jones get to it? Can he reach it? He does. He gets it on the shoe tops for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
And that'll bring Necro back to the plate. Necro singled and drove in 2 his last time up. The 2 runs were driven in by the pitcher. Here's the pitch from Necro. To Necro, excuse me. It's hit to third. Stein with it. Over to first.
They go down
5-3
quietly,
put
nothing
out.
doing this half inning.
As we go
Bottom of the fourth.
to the bottom of the fourth, with the Astros still leading 2-0. Necro toeing the rubber with the pitch to Cruz. And he strikes him out.
One out, bases empty.
As Rupert Jones steps back to the plate. Flew out to left field his first time up. Here's the pitch to Jones. It'll be a ballpark effect. He's hit it well. He's hit it hard. And he bangs it off the wall. And no, it clears the wall. Too many dice rolls to get to that. But he smacks it over the left field wall. And that is now a 2-1 game, and the no-hitter that Necro had going just got settled with a home run by Rupert
One
Jones.
out, bases empty.
So now our score is 2-1. Astros, and Bocci coming to the plate. I'm sure I'm butchering his name, but here's the pitch from Necro. It's a fly out to right field. Leonard settles under it for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
That will bring Leon Roberts to the plate. Roberts grounded out to second, his first time up. Here's the pitch. It's a fly out to right field, and Leonard under it.
One
out
run,
number 3.
1 hit, and none left on.
We go to the 5th with our score 2-1 after the solo shot by Rupert Jones.
Top of the 5th.
We go to the 5th, 2-1. Astros. Honeycutt still on the mound as Terry Puel steps in. Puel 1 for 2 for day with a bunt single. Here's the pitch to Terry Puel. It's a pop up to short. Played easily by Mendoza for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
That brings Craig Reynolds to the plate. And he's 0 for 2 for today. Here's a pitch by Honeycutt. And he strikes him out as Reynolds takes the walk of shame. Back
2
to the
outs,
dugout.
bases empty.
I bring up Cesar Cedeno. Singled last time up. He's 1 for 2 for today. Did hit into a double play his first time up. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt.
Ball 4.
And Cedeno gets a free pass as he walks down to first.
2 outs, men on first.
As Jeffrey Leonard steps to the plate. First, Cedeno looks to steal. And possibly a throwing error by the catcher. And he does as he throws it into center field. Cedeno moves over to third, putting himself
2 outs,
in scoring
men on
position.
third.
With 2 outs, Leonard in the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. Will be a ballpark effect. As it's hit into right field, but not deep enough as Roberts is able to get to it for the third out.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. Our score, Houston 2, Seattle 1.
Bottom of the 5th.
With Dan Meyer coming to the plate. Meyer was walked his last time up. Again, batting and hitting well, .556 for this tournament. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive towards the gap in the outfield. Puel trying to get to it. He's on his horse and he gets to it. A diving grab as Meyer is robbed of a hit.
1 out, bases empty.
That'll bring up Bill Stein to the plate. Stein steps in. Necro toes the rubber. Here is the pitch. It's hit to short. Reynolds up with it over to first. But it's a close play as Stein is motoring down the first base line. And he is safe as he beats the throw by Reynolds for the infield single.
1 out, man on
Stein's
first.
On first with 1 out. And Larry Cox stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch from Necro. It's a deep fly into right field. Leonard settles underneath it for out number 2.
2 outs, man on first.
Stein on first. Mario Mendoza to the plate, who flew out to left field his first time up. Here's the pitch from Mendoza by Necro. He grounds out to Necro, who
No
scoops
runs,
it up,
one hit,
tosses it over to
and one left
first
on.
for the 1-3 put out.
Top
We
of
go
the
to the
sixth.
6th. With our score still 2-1, Houston. Zenas Cabell steps to the plate. 0 for 2 for today as Rick Honeycutt settles in. Here's the pitch. It's a single to right field as it drops in front of Roberts. Cabell is on with a leadoff single.
No outs, men on first.
They'll bring Jose Cruz to the plate. Flew out to left field his last time up as Cabell looks to make his way down to the second. He's attempting to steal. And he does as Cabell slides in to second, and he's quickly snaps back up as Cox has threw it into center field with the error. Throwing error by Cox. That's his
No
second.
outs, man on third.
It moves Cabell all the way to third with no outs. Jose Cruz stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. This flew into right field, but deep enough for Cabell to score from third, and our score now is 3-1. Astros.
One out, bases empty.
They'll bring Art Howe to the plate. Base is clear as Honeycutt brings the pitch. And he strikes him out as Howe goes back to the dugout.
2 outs, bases empty.
Ashby steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. And it is hit well by Alan Ashby. His average is not good, but when he gets a hold of it, he hits it off the wall. And he hits it over it again. The 1 in 6 chances, and it's out of here. Alan Ashby has took him deep. The score now is 4-1, and I did not expect that one to go out. Ashby is not a home run hitter. He had 2 home runs on the season, but he's got 1 in this tournament now. As the
2
score
outs,
is
bases
now
empty.
4-1, Houston. And that'll bring Joe Necro to the plate, feeling better about his chances of getting a W for today. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt to his counterpart, Necro. It's hit sharply to third, over to first to end
2
the
runs,
inning.
2 hits, 1 error, and none
Not
left
after
on.
2 runs come across for a 4-1 Houston lead.
Bottom of the 6th.
As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Honeycutt stepping to the plate. And this has got to be an adventure for him. As he taps it back to Necro, who tosses it over to first. Out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
Honeycutt continues to prove that he's a pitcher, not a hitter, and playing in the American League. Julio Cruz to the plate as Necro toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out.
2 outs, bases empty.
That's Necro's second strikeout for today. As Rupert Jones steps up, who put one over the wall his last time up for the only run for the Mariners today. Here is the pitch. And he strikes him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Necro as he
It's
closes
a 1, 2,
out the
3
inning.
inning. Top of the 7th.
As we go to the 7th now with the Astros leading 4-1. This is Honeycutt's possibly last inning of pitching. Here is the pitch to Puel. flies out to center field as Jones takes about a dozen steps in for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
Now Reynolds steps to the plate. Rick Honeycutt looking to set Reynolds down. Here is the pitch. Ground out to Stein, over to first for the 5-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Now brings Cesar Cedeno to the plate. Cedeno got a free pass his last time up as Honeycutt deals to Cedeno. He doubles into right field as Roberts has to go to Wall to get it. Cedeno is standing on second base with a 2-out double.
2 outs, man on second.
As Jeffrey Leonard steps to the plate. Flew out to right field his last time up. As Honeycutt is now pitching out of the B column, but I'd like to get him out of this inning. Here we go. Pitch from Honeycutt to Leonard.
Ball 4.
And he walks Leonard. So 2 outs. We've got runners on first and second.
2 outs, men on first and
Honeycutt.
second.
Arm getting tired. As Enos Cabell steps up. Cabell singled his last time up. Am I going one batter too long with Honeycutt? We will find out. Here is the pitch. This is single to right field. That will bring in Cedeno. And that will be it for Honeycutt.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Pulled. So who to bring in? Who to bring in? We got a bunch of some right-handers coming up. We'll bring in Montague. John Montague. In the pitch. Montague on the season pitched 134 innings. He did have a 5.51 ERA, so but with 7 saves. So here's the pitch to Cruz from Montague.
Ball 4.
And he walks Cruz. He promptly puts another runner on base.
2 outs, bases loaded.
As now Art Howe steps to the plate. It's a looping drive to left field. Meyer is racing toward it. And it's a single to left field that brings in 2 more runs.
2 outs, men on first and third.
As now it's a 7-1 game for the Astros as Alan Ashby steps to the plate. Homered his last time up. Can he repeat that? Here is the pitch. That's a rare play. Check the book. It's a dribbler to the mound. Will he beat it out? And that will end the inning.
3 runs,
Not after
3
3
hits,
more runs
and
come
2 left
across.
on.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th, Houston leading 7-1.
Bottom of the 7th.
And take me out to the ball game plays as Bruce Boxley steps to the plate. Necro still pitching well. Here's a pitch from Necro. It's a leadoff single by Bruce Boxley to right field.
No outs, man on first.
As Leon Roberts comes to the plate. Negro deals. A deep fly ball into right field. Leonard underneath it for out number 1.
1 out, man on first.
Meyer back to the plate. Flew out to center field his last time up. Here's the pitch. He hits a deep fly into left field as Cruz settles underneath it for out
2
number
outs,
2.
man on first.
Bill Stein stepping to the plate. singled his last time up, batting .667 for this tournament with 6 plate appearances. He's been 4 for 6 with the home run. Here's the pitch. It's a single to right field as Leonard keeps it from going any further. Or does he? No, it allows Boxkey to get 2/3, so with 2 outs,
Two outs, men on
the
first
corners,
and third.
as the Mariners are trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 7th. Larry Cox stepping to the plate, flew out to right field twice in this game as Negro deals. And he walks him and he loads the bases. The bases are bleeding Mariners.
2 outs, bases loaded.
As Mario Mendoza comes to the plate. Grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. Here's the pitch from Negro, hoping to just pitch himself out of this situation. And he gets him to fly out to right field. And
no runs,
3
2
runs
hits,
stranded.
3 left on.
3 runners stranded. As 3 batters were left on. We go to the 8th.
Top of the 8th.
With the Astros leading 7-1. As Joe Niekro steps to the plate. Niekro with a single and 2 RBIs in this game. Here's the pitch. And he doubles into the corner. Niekro swinging the bat today as Montague is being roughed up. And I think I'm going to be looking for another pitcher.
No outs, man on second.
You can't allow the opposing pitcher to have a lead-off double. We'll bring in Byron McLaughlin. McLaughlin, 2 saves in this tournament. Here's the pitch. Obviously, this is not a save opportunity as he allows a single to right field that drives in another run. Yes. Fuel will just hold. No need to get greedy when you're up 8-1.
No outs, man on first.
Craig Reynolds up to the plate. He's been hitless in the game so far. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out.
1 out, man on first.
As Cesar Cedeno back up, doubled his last time up. Here's the pitch to Cedeno. It's a deep fly into right field. Roberts racing back. Makes the snag for out number
2 outs, man on first.
I'll bring Jeffrey Leonard to the plate. Leonard walked his last plate appearance. Here's the pitch. And it's hit to third baseman Bill Stein. Up with it and over to first.
1 run,
for the 5-3
2
put
hits,
out.
and 1 left on.
So with 1 stranded and 1 run coming across, their score is now 8-1. Houston.
Bottom
over
of the
Seattle.
8th.
And McLaughlin will be pitch hit for. As Rod Craig will come in to bat. Here's the pitch from Niekro to Craig. The long single into center field as Craig comes in and gets the job done. He's going to try to stretch it into a double. And we'll see. He is safe as he slides in under the tag for a leadoff double.
No outs, men on second.
And that will bring up Julio Cruz with Craig taking the lead on second. Here's the pitch. It's a foul out to third base as Enos Cabell makes that play easily.
One out, men on second.
Negro eyeing Jones, who homered off him earlier in the game, as Craig takes a short lead off second. Here's the pitch. It's hit to Reynolds at short. Over to first for the 6-3 put out. And out number 2.
Men on second.
And Bruce Botchke back to the plate as Negro looks to close out inning number 8. And he strikes him out.
No runs,
go to the ninth
1 hit, and 1 left on.
with our score 8-1.
Top of the ninth.
Astros. Enos Cabell stepping to the plate. Shane Raleigh will come to the mound for the Mariners. Here's the pitch to Cabell. Sits sharply to Cruz at second. Error check on Cruz. And it is not. He makes the great grab at second. Flips it over to first for out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
That'll bring Jose Cruz back up to the plate. He walked his last time up as Cruz digs in. Raleigh with the heat. And it's flew into left field to Meyer for out number 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
That will bring Art Howe to the plate. Howe singled his last time up. Here's the pitch to Howe. It's a ground out to Raleigh. Over to first.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
For the 1-3 put out. 3 up, 3 down.
Bottom of the ninth.
As we go to the bottom of the ninth. With the Astros up 8-1. Negro looking to pitch the complete game. Here's the pitch to Roberts. It's a deep fly ball into left field. Cruz settles underneath it for out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
Now bring Dan Meyer to the plate. Here's the pitch to Meyer. Meyer hit a deep fly ball into center field for out number 2. And
2 outs, base is empty.
Last out of the game. Bill Stein swinging a pretty hot bat. He's 5 for 7 for the tournament. Here's the pitch to Stein. And he puts Stein on first. 2 outs, 1 on.
2 outs, men on first.
And Larry Cox stepping to the plate. They're going to bring in the pinch hitter for Cox. Joe Simpson will come in to pinch hit for Larry Cox. Here is the pitch. Negro is now fatigued. He wants to get this complete game. And it's a single to center field, and we now have runners on first and second. And possibly third as Stein stretches it to third base. We have runners on the corner.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Negros bearing down. Let's get this last out. Yes. Simpson looks to steal. And they do hold him on first.
2 outs, men on first and third.
is now Mario Mendoza steps in, hitless for today. As Necro bears down, here's the pitch. He grounds out to Necro, over to first.
Houston
And that's our
wins
game.
the game easily.
As Necro
From
pitched
all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
complete game, 6-hitter with 1 run allowed against his team. Committed 3 errors. That did not help his cause. But a great game played by Necro. A great game pitched. And it would be my guess that he's probably the MVP of the game. And he is. As he shut down the Mariners in this we win or we go home scenario. So in this game, as Honeycutt took the loss. So that will complete the round for today. As we go tomorrow, because there'll be 3 games tomorrow. Let's look at our bracket now. Now, as Minnesota is on to the next round, the round of 4, as we now have 3 games to complete round number 2. I hope you enjoyed today's games. Let's take a look at the replay daily. Let me go back to Wednesday's games. Rob Wilfong with 5 hits against Philadelphia. That's why Minnesota beat Philadelphia 15-9. The play of the day took place in the game between St. Louis and San Francisco. Bottom of the 12th, San Francisco batting, bases loaded and 2 outs, and the game tied. John Tamargo hits a game-winning single. That was a good game. And that will be our game for today. We will continue with the next games in this second round, the next 3 games, as we continue in this Dumpster Fire Invitational. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.